Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, yes, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you Spider Slayer's comic book haul. This is episode 369. Welcome, guys. Hopefully, you're excited for today's comic book haul. It is New Comic Book Day, and this is the live video series where each and every week I show you guys which comic books I picked up at the comic book store. So, I think this week was kind of a light week for me. I actually had maybe, I think, 12 physical books that I picked up. I mean, for me, that's a light week. For other people's 12 books is a lot of books. So kind of a light week. People really excited about Endgame. There's showings everywhere. I think I live in Orlando. You guys know that. So we're close to Universal Studios. They have a movie theater at City Walk. They're showing a showing of the show. Showing a showing of a show of the movie every 15 minutes. That's crazy, right? I think they're taking up the whole theater to show all the episode or all the all the theaters to show Endgame. So that's pretty intense right there. This movie is going to break all kinds of records. So let's see who's on the show so far. We have 5 people right now. We have Danny Boy Peru. He says hello, Peter Barker, and Comics for All People. Number 1. Hello, Spidey, he says. So, hi guys, welcome. If you like this video, again, please give it a thumbs up. So, also, just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up, I told you guys that I could be possibly moving. Legend Storm, what's up? It's looking more and more like it's going to possibly happen. So, production of Comic Book Corner 2.0 will be very limited in over the summertime. I can probably guarantee you hauls at times, and I'm going to do my darndest to do my comic book cover of the week video series that I do every single week. So that's some of the things you can look forward to. All other programming from this point forward will be on hiatus until I move into the new house and I'm settled in. So it could be around August by the time that's all done and said, because there's just a lot to do. So hopefully you guys understand that. And for whatever videos I do, hopefully you do check them out. Okay. So again, I really appreciate your guys' patience. I'm not going anywhere. It's just hard to teach tennis camp, move a house, and do YouTube channel all at the same time and still run a household, right? So it's very, very difficult. So I will be back in full force, like I said, in the fall. But from this point forward, that's what you can expect. Haul videos, maybe, you never know. I could throw in a review, here and there. And I'm going to try to do that cover of the week series if you guys haven't checked that out already. All right. So guys, thank you so much for the congrats on the move. And of course, it's busy times. So yes, I really, really appreciate it. All right, so let's not waste any more time, okay? So here we go with this week's haul, and it never disappoints, right? So the first thing I'm going to show you is I got the cool War of the Realms short box, that Marvel made or whatever it is. Here is the front of it, and then here is the other side of it. So I had to get a couple more short boxes because I have comics lying around and I gotta put them away before I actually do move. If, of course, everything all goes through. Exit, of course. So Tevia's on. Welcome, Tevia. And Comics for All People says nice box. So that's pretty cool. So yes. So now that I showed you the War of the Realms box, I also got one short box for DC Comics, but it's just a plain Jane box. It's nothing special. All right. So now that we went inside, now that I showed you the box, now we got to take out what's inside the box. And then what's inside the box is this week's comic books. Okay. So here is the mysterious black bag, guys. And Frank says, hey, Slayer, nice box. Thank you so much. And Tevia says, I read Heroes in Crisis, and my God, it sucks. He said ducks, but I think he says sucks. Yes. So there it is. Here's our stuff this week. You can see I got 2 bag and board packs right from the start. I got to bag and board those comics. Again, I got to put them all away before I move. So here we go. So we have Boom and Boom right here. See? That's what I got. The bag and boards. So we have that. Okay. And now for this week's comic books. All right. So the first thing we're kicking off with is Batman Detective Comics. This is issue 1002. I'm really excited about this. The first issue of this series is awesome. Or this series of this new story arc was awesome, or this new arc of, Batman. So really cool stuff. It's got the Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight was getting his ass, or he was handing his ass to Batman. So a lot of crazy stuff in there. Check out this opening page with the book, and great artwork and the interior artwork there. Great colors. I think what I liked about this book the first time around, obviously, was the panel work, and I really love the inking in this book too. But check out the facial expressions here with Batman. Just all around fantastic looking art. This makes you want to look through the book multiple times when you are, when you're actually reading it. Again, here's more of that panel work. So yeah, really great stuff here, guys. So very much looking forward to this. This was my most anticipated comic of the week. All right, so that's Detective Comics, and that's issue 1002. All right, so next, this is something that I normally get, but it's completely, I got to celebrate it, right? This is Spawn. This is issue 296. Really cool cover here as you have Spawn that's on there, and he's on this cross and whatnot. I don't know who that is on there. I don't know anything what's going on about Spawn right now. But it says History of Spawn Part 1. So I think with this story leading up to 300 is that it's going to deal with the past of Spawn, and it's going to do with the present of Spawn, and then obviously possibly maybe the future. So it's like a Christmas tale, right? Again, I don't normally read it, but it's just something that I think you might need to celebrate in comics. You might want to collect these, So if I open it up, here's some of the interior artwork in there. Again, Todd McFarlane writes the book, right? But the artwork is not done by him. So it looks like there's a lot of dialogue in this book. Definitely it's telling a story here. So this is what it looks like. So again, I have no idea what to go into. Hopefully I'll enjoy it if I read it, or if I get bored with it, I won't read it anymore. And I'll just collect it up until 300 because, again, it's a milestone. So it's kind of one of those things that I wanted to check out. So that's issue 296 of Spawn. All right. Ryan Atkins says, I too found time for a live show. What's up, Mike? Yeah, what's going on? And Jordan Cauldron says, whoa, never get time to catch this live. Just wanted to say hi. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Brent Fowler's on the show as well. My current, co-worker on Comic Frontline and good friend and brother. So welcome. And yeah, guys, so thank you so much for tuning in. And let's just keep going here. So the next one we have this week is Batgirl. This is issue 34. Wound up getting the variant cover for this one. And Brent's like, former? And am I fired? Yeah, Brent, you're fired from being my friend. So yes, Batgirl. This is issue 34. I don't read the book. I haven't read it in a couple issues now. I've kind of dropped off of it. But always the variant covers for Batgirl, Catwoman, Harley Quinn usually tend to be really well drawn. And so I picked them up. Also, my good friend Comic Uno, who's also a Comic Frontline member. And if you guys haven't checked out Comic Frontline, go ahead and check it out. That's my group channel. And we do a live show there every Tuesday night. But she said the story actually picks up quite a bit in it. And I think the artwork is solid. I just haven't been interested in the current story. But I think there is a new creative team on it as well, or a new writer on it. So it could be going in this different direction. here's a new advertisement, guys. Year of the Villain. So that's going to be in your DC Comics this week as you get to see all new 32-page special for only 25 cents. You cannot beat that. Very curious. It's written by Scott Snyder, Brian Michael Bendis, and James Tynion. I never know how to say the dude's name, the fourth. And so very curious to see how that's going to be. So, yep, this is Batgirl. This is issue 34. Frank says, Comic Uno, she's awesome. Absolutely, I've known her forever. And Tevye goes, well, what about Doomsday Clock? What about it, Tevye? I have no idea. I don't read it. I'm waiting for it to come out in trade. I can't read a book that comes out once every 2 months. That's not for me. Sorry, but I'm just not there. Greetings from Germany. Keep up the good work. Yes, this is Lucas, 1893. So Lucas wanted to say I'm half German, by the way. So in case you guys didn't know that. All right, next, another book I don't normally pick up, but I decided to pick it up because it is a light week. And this is Jughead the Hunger versus Vampironica. Really cool cover as you get to see Vampironica here doing battle against Jughead, who's obviously a werewolf. I never read any of the issues of The Hunger, but what's something better than vampires and werewolves battling each other, right? I mean, come on, this is cool stuff right here. So open up the artwork here. You can see the tones of the book. It's a little bit darker, but you can understand why. This is like an Afterlife of Archie type of thing. We get to see some good old violence in here. I tell you what, man, when I was a kid and I read Archie comics, I can honestly tell you I never thought Archie comics would ever go this far. So this is crazy stuff here, man. This is insane, but I'm going to definitely check it out, see what happens with it. So this is issue 1 of this series. All right. So Peter Barker says if they can do 32 pages for 25 cents, they can easily do $2.99 comics. My hat's off to you. I definitely agree with that. You need to do $2.99 comics. Make it affordable so people can buy more titles. If you're going to produce 80 titles, Marvel, you know what I'm saying? And you want people to buy them, make it affordable. Otherwise, people are going to be picky and choosy, and that's why things get canceled. Okay? Yeah, Peter also says, Tevye, the clock has stopped. So, and Ryan says, LOL, Archie was ancient before our parents were born. Oh, boy. Next. I know this is Brant Fowler's most anticipated book of the week. This is Action Comics. This is issue 1010, $3.99 book. You know, obviously now all these books are $3.99. This has to do, again, with that Leviathan thing. I'm just personally not really into the story myself. I don't know if I just don't grasp it enough or I don't understand it enough. But it's just not my thing. I mean, we got Amanda Waller. Someone was posing as somebody, and I totally forgot by the time we got to that. Oh, yeah, Superman. He was posing as somebody, and Lois was pretending to be somebody else as well, and he's got a beard and everything. That's what happened. I totally forgot what happened. See, that's what goes on when it comes to Action Comics. I'm just totally, for me, it's just a forgettable book. It just doesn't interest me. Again, I'm not knocking it. Peter J. Tomasi, again, you see how he writes Detective Comics. That's how much of an impact he made for me when he wrote Superman and when Superman came back and things like that. And so for me here with Bendis on it, it's not for me. I prefer Naomi, him writing that, than Action Comics. But I'm going to read it, see if I can get back into it. We'll see what happens. This is Action Comics. This is issue 1010. All right. Let's see. Action, I'm enjoying along with Superman. That's good. Tevye says, I still maintain Bendis on Action Comics has been so boring. Okay. All right. See if I got any other comments. Brent Fowler says, well, this day just took a turn. Oh, no. Hopefully your day's not bad, Brent. I'm not sure what's going on there, unless I missed a comment. All right. So the next book is Batman Beyond. This is issue 31. I'm enjoying this book. I love the Joker story arc. We're still dealing with the ramifications of that whole thing. We're also seeing how Matt McGinnis is, if he's going to continue to be Robin. Brent says, no, it's when you fired me as a friend. That's when I took a downturn. LOL, just JK. That's funny. Um, yeah, so, oh man, so it looks like we don't have Brett Booth on the artwork though anymore. So that takes a turn for the negative on this. And the art looks weird in this one here. So I don't know. It's been a great series overall. But what's going to happen now? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to have to deal with Bruce. What's going to happen with his brother? I think I like the way Batman Beyond looks with the new artist on here. I swear to God, it's never a dull moment in this live show. Now I got a garbage truck driving by. So here's some more of that artwork. But I'm curious to see what happens with Batman Beyond going forward now that this Joker story arc is over. So, what is the Batman Who Laughs planning? How will Lex Luthor turn the world toward doom? Who is Leviathan? Secrets will be revealed in the year of the villain. Only 25 cents. There's another advertisement. Batman Beyond, guys. Issue 31. All right, let's see. Lyric Magic Moment says, I'm loving Batman Beyond. Great book. Underrated book. Jose Reyes says the same thing. And Frank's asking a question. He says, hey, Slayer, do you have your ticket for Avengers Endgame? No, unfortunately not. Lyric Magic Moments also says, think there is a first appearance of Batman Beyond book this week. And yeah, Peter Barker says Batman Beyond is a good series. Loved both panels. Both panel work. Will miss that. Boots panel work. So, yeah, unfortunately, I don't have Endgame tickets. I do plan on seeing it. Knowing my style, I won't see it 2 to 3 weeks after it's out. That's just how Spider Slayer rolls. And sometimes I'm lucky to get to a movie. I didn't see Captain Marvel until like 2 weeks ago. So, but I will go see it in the theaters. That is a definite must. All right. All right. Endgame's already out in Germany. No spoilers, though. Fred Reyes says, first, hello. Been watching your content for about 6 months now. Keep it up. Can't wait to pick up my haul at the lunch break. Congratulations on getting those books, and thank you, Fred, for watching the channel. I really appreciate it. Brand saying, I'm seeing it the week after with Lisa's brothers coming to see it with us. Very cool. And Joshua Anderson joins us on the show, and he says, what's up? Just got my comics. Happy New Comic Book Day. All right. So next on the list this week, we have Criminal. This is issue 4 by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. Really an outstanding job. I can't even think now. It's so quiet all of a sudden. The actual book is so well written by Ed Brubaker that he really knows how to writes characters, and it makes you feel for the characters even after only reading the character for one issue or whatnot. But we continue our journey about the main character of Ricky Lawless. This is supposedly a one and done story before it goes kind of onto the next story arc, and I guess this has to do with a bank robbery and things go wrong horribly, and someone, I think, betrays Ricky Lawless in this book. This is something that if you want to catch on to it while it's still early. Maybe you can catch on in the first 3, but the last 2 issues were great, as it had to do with a comic book illustrator, and it talked about it had all these Easter eggs with different writers and creators and stuff like that, and it made it really feel true in the comic book world. So great stuff here. Criminal is awesome read. This is issue 4. All right. So let's see any other comments. Another great stream makes this deployment easier, and I can't wait to get back to read these books. Tevye says he's looking forward to seeing Endgame as well. Joshua Anderson says he didn't get Detective Comics. He's so bummed. Well, hopefully he can get it next week. Hey, Mike, you put Heroes Crisis out for the trash, man? You guys are so bad. We'll get to it, okay? Next, Dials for H Hero make the call, whatever it's called. Dial for H. Cool first issue. I'm looking forward to the next one. It made me very intrigued about learning about Miguel. I think that's what his name, and he gets the phone and he gets the call, and we find out how he wanted this. He kind of wanted this rush that he had when he was younger, when he almost died, and Superman loved him. So yeah, I thought this was really cool. The monster truck hero was really awesome in the last issue. How they kind of made fun of Rob Liefeld in that issue too. So I thought that was a lot of fun. And yeah, great stuff. I think the art is fun in here too. This might not be for everybody. Again, it has to do with the Wonder Comics line, obviously Brian Michael Bendis' line, but this was a lot of fun, that first issue, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the second issue. Guys, we got 31 viewers watching. I just wanted to point that out. I really appreciate it. Just 7 likes. Guys, if you like this video, please give it that all-important thumbs up so it spreads this video out to the other comic community people that are out there. There's a lot of us out there, but nobody knows that my channel exists. So again, I really appreciate the thumbs up, and it takes it a very much a long way. So yes, let's see. Lyric Magic Moments got Avenger Endgame tickets for Friday, a birthday present for the wife. Is the birthday present, does she really want to see it? Or is it really a birthday present for you, Lyric Magic? Just throwing that out there. Calvin says, yo, who do we get here? It's my favorite Spider Slayer. Frank says, I'm watching it Tuesday, so I have to stay off my phone for the next few days. I did manage to stay out of Infinity War the whole time. I never was spoiled about it at all. So I was happy about that, and I'm going to do this again. Have to wait 12 months for these new comics. Damn, and most of them are as collected volume. Go to Comixology.com. You can get a subscription over there, and you can read your comics the day it comes out, unless it's not over in Germany. Lyric Magic Moments, LOL, same here. Avoid these spoilers. 2 hours left for Endgame for me, so I am so hyped. Look at this, Heroes in Crisis, right? We're going to talk about this one last, all right? Anybody out there read Heroes in Crisis yet? Just let me know, okay? All right, next. War of the Realms tie-in. This is Uncanny X-Men. Really beautiful cover here. This might be a book. This might be the end of the War of the Realms books, all the tie-ins. I was thinking about getting Avengers today, but these tie-ins have been a little bit iffy for me. So honestly, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue with the tie-ins anymore. But the main event has been awesome. I really enjoyed it. Really great stuff. Here's some of the artwork if you're looking forward to maybe purchasing a tie-in. It looks good. It gives you a little map. This reminds you of Hickman, right? It gives you maps and dialogues and stuff like that. I like that. That's cool. This looks like this one could be fun. This is a pretty book to look at in there. It's got Wolfsbane, Cyclops, right? So yeah, we'll see what happens with Uncanny X-Men War of the Realms tie-in. All right. So let's see what's next on the list. We have Superior Spider-Man. Who is superior? I am, Mike Spider-Slayer. I'm more superior than the Superior Spider-Man. Weird cover, though. Like, he looks like he's like all Elastic Man more than anything. Just unproportionate. So, yeah. So here we got some of the interior. What's going on? So it looks like Dr. Octopus has found a new girl in his life. I met her like last issue or something. So I don't know, man. I don't know. The book, for me, lacks direction. I don't know where we're going with this. Who he's going to fight. What's the long term? How is this going to affect Otto in the Marvel Universe? So, yeah, I don't know. There's a weapon here. Oh, it was just an advertisement. It's not... It's just for Act 2 of War of the Realms. It's not a map. I was mistaken. That's bugging me now. I'll have to check it out. But anyway, yeah, Superior Spider-Man. I worry about the direction and how long this book is going to last. How many people are going to buy Otto Octavius books. I don't know, but I'm going to continue to read it to see if it continues in a better direction. And I'm going to see if his little cronies out there are going to hang around too. But I think it lacks a good supporting cast. I like Anna Marie, but I don't know about anybody else. And I don't know. We'll see what happens for me. So we'll see. All right. So Frank says, again, anything X-Men related, but I was thinking about skipping this one. I was on the fence about it myself, but we'll see what happens. Tevye says, I agree with you, Mike. You're superior than Doc Ock. And Peter says, superior is okay. Lucas 1893 says, but I just want to read comics in German, so I have to wait. Oh, okay. So you want to read the comics in German. Okay. Understand. And so that's why you got to wait for them. I got you. So yeah, if you got to read them in German and then you have to wait for them, I totally understand your frustration. Sunday Heat joins the show. He says, good afternoon. Comic collectors, on my way to the comic shop now. That's awesome. Good luck on finding your books. Another War of the Realms tie-in. And I collect Venom on a regular basis, so I was bound to read this anyway. Colin Bunn writes this book currently right now as Donny Cates is taking a break from it because of all the other stuff that's going on. And we're going to see how this whole thing ties into this War of the Realms stuff. We got some crazy artwork going on in here. Some fire creatures or for fire trolls or whatnot. And here's your map again. So there's a map in every single book. And Eddie Brock looks super buff in this book. He's like all like, I'm going to kick your ass. And he's doing battle against those little elves or those whatever those things are, whatever trolls that they are. So I don't know how much this will tie into it. But it looks like he's just dealing with the bad guys that are, in the streets, We'll see if he is persuaded by Malekith, if he's going to join them or if he's going to go against them. I don't know. But this is War of the Realms. This is Venom. This is issue 13. All right. And next, we have Hunted, Part 4, The Amazing Spider-Man. As this time now, obviously, we get Spider-Man teaming up with, I think, the Lizard. I think this is going to have to deal with more with him. Roberto Ramos is still doing the artwork. I think he is going to do the artwork going forward with this book when it comes to the event, at least anyway. We get to see Spider-Man teaming up with Black Ant because he has to get him inside the dome. So that's very curious. And they're going to see what this place is really all about. Is the Lizard going to rescue his son? And how is Felicia still all involved in this? I don't know. I know she's trying to help the son as well. So there's a lot of different moving parts going on. Is Craven going to reveal why he's not taking care of Spider-Man and letting the Hunters do it? So there's a lot of things in here. But I like the overall artwork in the book. I think it's good. It fits. But at times, I think Roberto Ramos goes overboard. And I think he's overworked right now when it comes to... Look at Felicia's face. What is going on right there? It's like that Squirrel Girl 2.0 or Rabbit Girl. It doesn't look like Black Cat, right? Oh my gosh, man. But then you got a picture like this, right? And that looks nice. That's okay. So really wild stuff there. So that's Amazing Spider-Man. This is issue 20. All right. So, Heroes in Crisis. Issue 8 of 9. The final issue. I'm not going to spoil it. Show you a little bit of artwork in it. Okay. Here we have Wally West. And in this book, you're going to see a huge character, I guess, situation. And what happens is at the end of it, it can't be redone. And it shouldn't be, all right, I'm back. I got scared. It's only the first time it happened today, so not bad. So we're good. But yes. and Peter Barker says 8 of 9 means there's one to go, Mike. Although I realize you wished it was over. I do wish this book was over. This issue was just... Oh, God. You finally got the answers that you're waiting for, but you're not going to be happy with it. And it's very disappointing for a character, okay? And you're kind of like, holy shit, it took us 7, 8 issues to get to this point. This whole thing can be done in 3 issues. No shit. And I think even if you liked this book, you're going to be disappointed with it by the time you get done reading it. So I don't want to spoil the story. Read it for yourself. You know, I read it for yourself. You know, I might do a review on it. I don't know. We'll see if I get time. But it's one of those stories where it's like, gee whiz, man. Stories where it's like, gee whiz, man. This was your payoff? I'm like, come on. So, this was your payoff? I'm like, come on. So, very, very frustrating. And I know people didn't like it to begin with, but I thought maybe the payoff would be great. But the payoff was very upsetting. And I just don't know if you can redo this without getting it convoluted, okay? Because it goes against the superhero code, I guess, of what happens in this book, okay? All right. So next, I got these 2 books. You know, you guys know I'm on my Avengers initiative here by collecting Avenger books, okay? And focusing on Volume 1. And I got confirmation today that my comic book shop manager went to me and he goes, Mike, I got your special message. He goes, I got a whole collection of Avenger comics. And he goes, I got issues 1, through the 100s, through the 200s. And he goes, which ones are you looking for? So I'm looking for all of them. So he's going to bring out the collection of Avenger books that he has. And he's going to sell them to me. And he says they're like in fine condition. And he says he's going to sell them to me for like $3 a piece. So stay tuned for future hauls for all the cool Avenger books that I'm going to get. Definitely looking forward to it. All right. So next, we have the Kree Skrull War starring the Avengers. This is issue 1, and this is issue 2. So I wound up getting these 2 books. Now, what they are is they are reprints of Avengers issue 93 and 95. And I think it's like a crossover story or whatever it is. I don't know if they teamed up with the Fantastic Four or something. But again, it has to do with them fighting the Kree and the Skrulls. And I think that was really cool. They're in really good shape. They're not worth much because they're reprints. But again, it's cool to have a different type of cover that covers, a particular book like issue 93 or issue 95. So I was excited to get those. So that's really, really cool. So yeah, that is the haul this week, guys. Now, hopefully, you guys are picking up your books and you have a great comic week. And hopefully you enjoy every single read, maybe except for Heroes in Crisis. And again, guys, I'll see if I have a few more comments in here and see what's going on. And then I'm going to sign off for the day. So let's see. So Sunday Heat Collection says, good afternoon, comic collectors, on my way. Yep, that's what he said earlier. Tevia doesn't care about the War of the Realm tie-ins. That's fine. And Sunday Heat says, Venom 13, new suit, they say. Okay, that's quite interesting. And Peter says, Tevia, the Punisher tie-in last week was good. So that's interesting from Peter reading a Punisher book. Jose Reyes says, they're doing those maps like if it's the Game of Thrones. Oh, yes. And Peter says, Hunted is a bit slow, but it is all right. I think it took a slow turn in the last issue. Hopefully things pick up. And Ramos does go too far. I do agree. Let's see. Where's Mary Jane? Mary Jane's not there, but she'll be soon. She'll be there. Brent Fowler's talking about the Heroes in Crisis issue. He says, you know what? He's like, just a sigh. And Tevia's like, yeah, the stream froze. Yes, it did freeze, but I came back. And Comic Jabberoni, he says, what's up, everyone? And Peter Barker says, if you review Heroes in Crisis, Mike, could you eat it? He hated it that much. I think this is going to be a huge discussion amongst the comic community when it comes to Heroes in Crisis on the situation of what's going on with Wally West. And Peter Barker says, I'm getting Avengers issue 18 this week. And Tevi says, see you, Mike. And he gives a smiley face. And Comic Jabberoni says, damn, I joined late. I'll catch the replay. Awesome. Remember, guys, this airs usually every 1 o'clock on Wednesdays. But like I said, for you guys that are just joining me, I'm getting ready to move. I got a lot of packing to do. So the channel is the production of the channel is going to be very slow throughout the summer. I will give you my hauls the best I can, and I will try to do my comic book cover of the week video series on Mondays, and that's probably going to be about it, unless I get a time here and there to do a review here and there, or a special video if I feel that I have some time or just need a break. So again, bear with me. The channel will be back in full throttle in August. You got to look at it as regular TV programming, right? You got to watch repeats, or you got limited stuff until the fall season comes around, right? All right. So Lucas 1893 says, awesome stream. I go playing soccer now. Until next time. Thank you so much for watching. Endgame time. I'm out watching the movie now. Woohoo! Have a good day. Enjoy that movie. Have a fun time for the next 3.5 hours. I'm looking forward to seeing it maybe in 3.5 weeks from now. And Peter says, Manchester United versus Manchester City tonight. And the artwork in Heroes in Crisis has been awesome. And Avengers Baby, you're a lucky brother, says Danny Boy Peru. So, guys, again, hopefully you enjoy those comic books this week. If you haven't yet, or if you do get a chance to, please put in the comment section below which comic books that you picked up this week and which ones you're most looking forward to reading. And fans, have a great week. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that all-important notification button so you don't miss a single video from me. And guys, I'll see you next week. Take care. Love y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye.